Thank you, Chanel. Hello, I'm Haley Range. And I'll be discussing how the barrier of discrimination exists even in the online realm of social media. I'll briefly explain how the algorithms are used to create the flow of content on social media. Algorithms that are the foundation of social media platforms can be defined as technical means that sort posts based on relevancy instead of published time. These algorithms are written with machine language by codes. These codes then manage the flow of content and control what people see. Algorithms are used to learn our patterns, and from those patterns, they sell us things with the content that they show us. Further research shows 39% of our respondents felt their businesses were neither positively or negatively affected by barriers via social media. Of the 36% that agreed to the feeling like they were negatively affected, 21% were Black-owned businesses. The takeaway here is that most Black business owners who took our survey felt that algorithms were just one more hurdle they had to tackle in the business world. Now I'll pass it on to Zakia.
Thank you, Haley, for your coverage of barriers encountered on social media platforms. Your observations were very insightful. Hello, I am Zakia Paul, and I will be discussing the barriers of lack of access to business education and the lack of access to funding, investments, financial loans, which are the biggest and most significant barrier to all business, but has a more lasting impact to women and minority businesses. Lack of access to business education. So you have discovered your passion and have decided to start a business. Exciting, right? As the temporary euphoria wears off, many of you are plagued with a plethora of questions. How do I get started? Is the market viable enough for me to enter? Who are my competitors? And I have no experience running a business. How can I get this training? And where do I get the money from? Business education is a barrier to most starting businesses, but predominantly so for women and minorities, because of which many don't have business owners in their families or friends to utilize information. As we initially observed in this slide, we may think it may not be true or that things may be changing since responses are close in proximity and have only a difference of 5 to 4 percentage points. However, upon closer examination, you will find race and gender factors do affect responses and results. Gender and race bias does exist, cited by key.com. Businesses owned by women of color and minorities typically grow at a slower rate compared to their Caucasian, male and female counterparts, believe so due to their education levels and derived networks. Also, I must note there's a degree of variance due to the respondents that didn't specify and the trending nature of our survey. Lack of access to funding as a barrier. This is our biggest barrier. Money, can you ever have enough of it? Our respondents identify lack of access to funding, investments, and financial loans as the leading barrier to starting a business. Women in the US typically earn 80 cents for every dollar a man earns. Women of color earn 61 cents of every dollar a white male earns. Native American women, 58 cents, Latinas, 53 cents. Asian American women are the exception, earning 85 cents for every dollar a white male earns. Why does this matter, you may ask? Less take-home money means Women and minorities have less ability to substantially save and personally fund their own businesses, as well as less collateral when applying for business loans. Lack of access or difficulty in pitching for and securing seed money is the major reason that companies fail or experience slow growth, coupled with not being properly educated in how to manage your business finances and capital, which is a recipe for even personal disaster. Investment money available breakdown. Team consisting of all women receive just 1.9 billion of the 85 billion total. Let's pause for a moment. Not for a moment in memorial, as if someone died, but didn't a death truly occur? I surmise so. All the hopes and dreams of never realized great business owners that could have offered revolutionary products or services. All women teams received just 1.9 billion of the 85 billion total invested by venture capitalists, while male counterparts received a staggering 66.9 billion, approximately 79% of the total funds. Although 2.2% seems meager, it was the largest stake since being measured in 2006, with the exception of 2014. Progress is being made. While the number of women-owned businesses grew 58% from 2007 to 2018. Venture sites, firms owned by women of color grew nearly 3 times the rate at 163%. Latinas grew even faster at 172%, Asian Americans 105%, and Native Americans 76%. Businesses grew more slowly than for women of color in general, but faster than overall women-owned businesses. Key takeaways. How can we keep this ambition going? At large, we can change policies. We can increase access to capital and finance. We can increase access to women and minority-owned certification programs. We can be a branch, offer mentorship, help someone just starting out, offer affordable childcare resources. Women and minority business owners, they can actually take steps themselves to improve their success. They can build their network, increase their exposure by participating in things like this directory. They could purposely seek out mentors. They can leverage national resources that support development of their company, Small Business Administration, Alabama SCORE, Rev Birmingham. They can increase their visibility and grow their leadership skills by participating and volunteering in nonprofits and agency boards. They can connect on social media platforms to increase awareness of their profile, learn about related developments and opportunities, and sell their products and services. They can also participate in programs and contests. And how can we support as individuals? We can intentionalize, conscientiously support women and minority business, suppliers, friends, and family. Maximizing our contributions is key to a stronger and healthier economy overall, job creation in large communities, and upward economic mobility for women and marginalized people and their families. Thank you for your time and attention. Next, we have Sarah and Josh presenting on the historic 4th Avenue District.